In a rapidly evolving landscape of corporate and political intrigue, TikTok's urgent search for an American buyer has taken a curious turn. Amid ongoing scrutiny and regulatory challenges, sources indicate that the beleaguered social media platform is considering reaching out to high-profile figures like Elon Musk to facilitate a potential acquisition. This development comes as TikTok grapples with mounting pressure from U.S. lawmakers concerned about national security risks associated with its Chinese ownership. As the U.S. government intensifies its focus on foreign tech companies, TikTok's necessity for a strategic buyer has never been more pressing. The platform, owned by the Chinese company ByteDance, has faced fierce backlash, including potential bans and increased regulatory oversight as officials express concerns over user data privacy. According to reports, TikTok is exploring various avenues, including the possibility of seeking out Musk, who has previously expressed interest in diversifying his business ventures. With the current environment, it's not surprising that TikTok would consider all options, including engaging influential figures like Musk, said a source close to the negotiations. The urgency of TikTok's situation is underscored by the fact that many American users and advertisers are moving away from the platform, fearing repercussions from ongoing regulatory issues. The platform's ability to maintain its user base and advertising revenue hinges on securing an American owner who can mitigate these concerns. Analysts believe that a deal with a tech powerhouse like Musk could not only provide TikTok with the necessary financial backing, but also bolster its credibility in the eyes of American consumers and lawmakers. However, Musk's involvement in the tech realm has not been without controversy. He is currently facing scrutiny from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC), which has accused him of failing to disclose his Twitter ownership in a timely manner prior to acquiring the platform. This legal challenge adds another layer of complexity to any potential discussions with TikTok, with stakeholders questioning whether Musk's legal woes could further tarnish the social media app's already precarious reputation. In a separate but related narrative, the political dynamics surrounding Musk have shifted dramatically. Steve Bannon, former chief strategist for President Trump, recently labeled Musk as an evil guy and vowed to diminish his influence over the incoming administration. Bannon's comments highlight a growing rift within Trump's circle regarding Musk's pro-immigration stance, particularly on H-1B visas, which many in Trump's base oppose. "Quite frankly, the people around Trump are tired of it," Bannon remarked, reflecting the discontent among certain factions who view Musk's wealth and influence as a threat to American workers. As both TikTok and Musk navigate their respective challenges, the intersection of technology and politics remains fraught with tension. The potential for TikTok to engage Musk in a bid for survival underscores not only the platform's precarious position, but also the unpredictable nature of the tech industry amid shifting political landscapes. Looking ahead, the next few months will be critical for TikTok as it seeks a solution to its ownership dilemma. The outcome of Musk's SEC struggles and his relationship with political figures could significantly influence any negotiations. Regardless of the path taken, this situation serves as a stark reminder of how intertwined technology, regulation, and politics have become in the modern age, ultimately shaping the future of one of the world's most popular social media platforms. In an ambitious move that intertwines technology, finance, and government reform, Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, has declared its intent to hire a select few individuals for full-time positions. This announcement, made via the social media platform X, has generated considerable interest, particularly given the department's controversial mission to cut billions from federal spending. As the department prepares to embark on its task of streamlining government operations, it faces scrutiny and speculation about its funding sources, hiring practices, and the broader implications of its agenda. Established by President-elect Donald Trump in late 2024, DOGE aims to provide recommendations for reducing government expenditure, a goal that has resonated with many who view federal operations as bloated. In November, the department noted an overwhelming response to its initial call for applicants, receiving thousands of submissions from prospective team members eager to assist with what it termed unglamorous cost-cutting. The latest hiring push is particularly intriguing as it explicitly seeks super high IQ candidates willing to work over 80 hours a week, underscoring the intense nature of the roles available. Musk and co-leader Vivek Ramaswamy have signaled that they will review only the top 1% of applicants, which adds a competitive edge to an already exclusive hiring process. Currently, the department is looking for software engineers and information security engineers, as well as professionals in human resources, information technology, and finance. However, specific details about the positions, including salary ranges and the funding mechanism for these roles, remain unclear. The ambiguity surrounding whether these salaries will be taxpayer-funded or privately financed adds another layer of complexity to the department's operations. Governor Glenn Youngkin of Virginia has publicly supported DOGE, emphasizing the need for federal budget cuts, despite acknowledging the potential job losses in the state. It is not controversial at all to say, and firmly believe, that the federal government is bloated, Youngkin stated in a recent interview. He pointed out that while some Virginians might be affected by these cuts, the state currently has 250,000 open positions across various sectors, suggesting that the local economy could absorb the impact. Critics of DOGE have raised alarms about the potential consequences of its agenda, particularly the risk of cuts to essential services such as Medicare and Medicaid. Scott Robinson, president of the American Federation of Government Employees 448, expressed concerns that the department's focus on streamlining could come at the expense of fair wages for federal workers, who are often scapegoated in discussions about government spending. As DOGE prepares for its official launch, the market is also watching the rise of its associated memecoin Doge, which has gained traction within cryptocurrency circles. This token, humorously advocating for government efficiency while capturing the essence of meme culture, has experienced significant fluctuations in its market cap, peaking at approximately $520 million in late 2024. Analysts predict that as the department begins its work, interest in the memecoin could surge further, intertwining the realms of finance and governance. Looking ahead, the Department of Government Efficiency's future developments will likely be closely monitored by both supporters and opponents. With a promise to cut $2 trillion from the federal budget by July 4, 2026, the stakes are high. As Musk and Ramaswamy navigate the complexities of government reform, the implications of their efforts will resonate across the political and economic landscapes, shaping not only the future of federal spending but also the evolving conversation surrounding the role of technology in governance. In a remarkable response to the ongoing wildfires devastating Los Angeles, Elon Musk has mobilized Tesla's innovative Cybertrucks to serve dual purposes as battery banks and internet terminals in affected communities. Announcing this initiative via his social media platform X, Musk underscored the urgency of the situation, revealing that the trucks were dispatched to provide essential support where power and connectivity are critically needed. The fires have wreaked havoc across over 40,000 acres, resulting in the tragic loss of at least 24 lives. As the Altadena Mountain Rescue Team reported on social media, these Cybertrucks arrived on Saturday and have already been integrated into the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department's Altadena station as mobile power sources. Musk noted on X that additional Cybertrucks would be sent to the area, acknowledging the impact on scheduled deliveries for customers waiting on their vehicles. Apologies to those expecting Cybertruck deliveries in California over the next few days, he stated. We need to use those trucks as mobile base stations to provide power to Starlink internet terminals in areas of LA without connectivity. In a parallel effort, Musk Starlink has announced plans to provide free internet service to residents displaced by the wildfires. However, prospective users must still purchase Starlink hardware, which costs nearly $350. This has raised questions about the true nature of the free service, as new customers will transition into a paid subscription model starting February 10. The company's approach mirrors its prior response to natural disasters such as Hurricane Helene, suggesting a strategy aimed at maintaining customer engagement while addressing immediate crises. The wildfires are not just a localized disaster, they reflect a broader pattern of societal disruption affecting various demographics in Los Angeles, from vulnerable communities to affluent beachside neighborhoods. Dramatic aerial footage has captured the staggering devastation, prompting emotional reunions such as one wildfire victim's touching encounter with their pet dog amidst the chaos. On another front, Tesla is making headlines with production changes in China, where it plans to pause some production lines for its facelift Model Y during the upcoming Lunar New Year. This suspension, expected to last approximately 3 weeks, aims to enhance production efficiency for the SUV model, which has recently garnered significant attention following its launch on January 10. The facelift Model Y features design elements inspired by the Cybertruck and Cybercab, and initial reports indicate strong demand with around 50,000 pre-orders already logged in China. The production halt is customary in the automotive industry during the Lunar New Year period, when many workers return home for the holiday. In the case of Tesla, this strategic pause aligns with their broader goal of optimizing manufacturing processes, ensuring readiness for increasing consumer demand. In December alone, Tesla sold nearly 94,000 vehicles in China, reflecting a steady upward trend in its market presence. As Tesla navigates through these crises and production adjustments, the spotlight remains on its ability to innovate and respond to immediate challenges. The deployment of Cybertrucks in California underscores a unique intersection of technology and humanitarian response, while the strategic production changes in China highlight Tesla's agility in a highly competitive market. Looking ahead, the company's ability to balance immediate support for communities with long-term growth strategies will be crucial as it continues to redefine the automotive landscape. In a remarkable display of collaboration in the new space race, 2 lunar landers successfully launched aboard a single SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket early Wednesday morning. This dual mission marks a significant milestone for both NASA's Commercial Lunar Payload Services (CLPS) initiative and the emerging private space industry. The liftoff occurred at 1:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida, with the Firefly Aerospace Blue Ghost lander and a Space Resilience lander both en route to the Moon. This unique endeavor stemmed from a combination of strategic scheduling and financial prudence. Firefly Aerospace had secured a Falcon 9 launch for its Blue Ghost lander, which is set to deliver scientific instruments to Mare Crisium, a vast lunar plain. Meanwhile, Espace, seeking to minimize costs, arranged to hitch a ride on the same rocket, effectively creating an opportunity for a rideshare mission. "It was a no-brainer to put them together," said Juliana Scheiman, director for NASA Science Missions at SpaceX during a pre-launch press conference. Once the Falcon 9 reached orbit, the rocket's second stage executed a series of maneuvers to deploy the 2 landers in optimal trajectories. About an hour after launch, the Blue Ghost lander was released into an elliptical orbit around Earth, followed by the deployment of the Resilience lander approximately 1.5 hours later. Both spacecraft successfully established communications with Earth, confirming their operational readiness shortly after separation. Firefly Aerospace, based in Austin, Texas, has positioned itself as a notable player in the burgeoning space sector. The Blue Ghost lander, named after a species of fireflies, is designed to transport various scientific payloads to the Moon's surface. NASA has contracted Firefly for $101.5 million contingent on the successful delivery of 10 payloads, which include innovative technologies such as a drill for measuring lunar heat flow and a dust shield to mitigate the impact of regolith on scientific instruments. On the other hand, a Space Resilience lander represents the company's second attempt at a lunar landing following the setbacks experienced during their first attempt in 2023. The Resilience lander, which has undergone significant design revisions, is equipped with a water electrolyzer experiment and a small rover named Tenacious developed by a Space European subsidiary. Although this mission does not fall under NASA's direct oversight, the lander will collect lunar soil samples to be sold to NASA, reinforcing the notion that while no country claims sovereignty over the Moon, entities can own and profit from its resources. The two missions differ in their trajectories to the lunar surface, with Blue Ghost expected to arrive first on March 2. The lander will orbit Earth for 25 days before embarking on a 4-day journey to the Moon, where it will spend 16 days in lunar orbit before attempting to land. In contrast, Resilience will take a more indirect route, gradually adjusting its orbit to enter lunar capture. This cooperative approach to lunar exploration underscores a broader trend of increasing private sector involvement in space missions driven by NASA's push to reduce costs and enhance the pace of exploration. The agency's CLPS initiative aims to foster commercial lunar operations that will eventually support sustained human presence on the Moon and pave the way for future missions to Mars. NASA leads the world in space exploration, and American companies are a critical part of bringing humanity back to the Moon, stated Nicola Fox, Associate Administrator for NASA's Science Mission Directorate. As NASA prepares for its Artemis program, which aims to return humans to the lunar surface, missions like Blue Ghost and Resilience are crucial stepping stones. They not only advance scientific knowledge about the Moon, but also test technologies that will be vital for future human expeditions. With more CLPS missions slated for the upcoming years, the collaboration between NASA and private companies is set to grow, promising an exciting future for lunar exploration. In a significant legal development, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has filed a lawsuit against Elon Musk, alleging that the billionaire entrepreneur misled investors regarding his ownership stake in Twitter, which he later rebranded as X. This lawsuit, filed on January 14, 2025, claims that Musk failed to disclose his stock purchases in a timely manner, allowing him to acquire shares at artificially low prices before his notorious $44 billion takeover of the platform. According to the SEC's complaint, Musk began his stock acquisitions in early 2022 and exceeded the 5% ownership threshold by mid-March of that year, which legally obligated him to file a disclosure report. However, the lawsuit contends that Musk did not make this disclosure until April 4, 2022, 11 days after the deadline, resulting in substantial losses for investors who sold shares during that timeframe. The SEC estimates that other investors incurred economic harm totaling at least $150 million as a result of Musk's delayed reporting. Investors who sold Twitter common stock during this period did so at artificially low prices, and thus suffered substantial economic harm. The SEC stated in its lawsuit. The Commission is seeking an order for Musk to pay disgorgement of unjust enrichment and is also pursuing civil penalties. In response to the lawsuit, Musk took to X, labeling the SEC as a totally broken organization and expressing his frustration that it focuses on such matters instead of addressing more severe crimes. His attorney Alex Spiro added that the lawsuit signifies the SEC's inability to build a legitimate case against Musk, asserting that Mr. Musk has done nothing wrong. Musk's relationship with the SEC has been tumultuous, marked by past confrontations, including a 2018 complaint concerning misleading statements made to Tesla investors. The recent lawsuit arrives just as SEC Chairman Gary Gensler is set to resign, raising questions about the future of this legal action under incoming leadership. President-elect Donald Trump has already indicated Paul Atkins as Gensler's successor. And Musk, a vocal supporter of Trump, has been appointed to lead the Department of Government Efficiency. The implications of this lawsuit extend beyond Musk personally. they underscore ongoing tensions between the tech industry and regulatory bodies. As the SEC navigates its enforcement priorities, the outcome of this case could set a precedent for how ownership disclosures are handled in the future, particularly for high-profile figures in the technology sector. As the situation develops, observers will be keenly watching to see how Musk responds to these legal challenges, and whether the new SEC administration will continue to pursue the lawsuit. The case not only highlights the complexities of securities law, but also raises broader questions about accountability in corporate governance, especially in the fast-evolving tech landscape. In a significant advancement for neurotechnology, Elon Musk revealed that Neuralink has successfully implanted a brain-computer interface BCI device in a third human subject. During an engaging interview at a recent event in Las Vegas streamed on his social media platform X, Musk stated, "We've got 3 humans with Neuralinks and all are working well." This announcement comes as Neuralink aims to expand its clinical trials targeting to implant devices in 20 to 30 additional individuals throughout 2025. The latest recipient joins 2 previous patients, both of whom have spinal cord injuries. The first individual who received the implant in 2024 reported significant benefits, including the ability to play video games and chess, activities that had been previously impossible due to their condition. The second patient, who received the device last summer, has similarly used it to engage in gaming and is learning to utilize computer-aided design software to create 3D objects. Details regarding the third recipient, however, remain undisclosed. Musk emphasized that Neuralink has made considerable enhancements to the devices since the first implant, with improvements in electrode count, bandwidth, and battery life. This progress reflects Neuralink's commitment to advancing the field of brain-computer interfaces, a technology that holds the potential to transform treatment for neurological conditions and improve the quality of life for individuals with severe disabilities. While Neuralink garners considerable attention, it operates within a rapidly evolving landscape of BCI research. Over 45 clinical trials are currently underway globally, with various organizations exploring innovative applications of this technology. Rajesh Rao, co-director of the Center for Neurotechnology at the University of Washington, acknowledged Neuralink's contributions, particularly in robotic-assisted surgery and flexible electrode threads. However, he also highlighted that other companies such as Synchron and BlackRock Neurotech are making strides with less invasive methods. The implications of BCI technology extend far beyond individual use cases. Marco Baptista, chief scientific officer of the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation, characterized the technology as very exciting, yet stressed the necessity for rigorous clinical trials to ascertain its safety and efficacy. "We need to really support high-risk, high-reward endeavors," Baptista noted, emphasizing the inherent uncertainties associated with innovative medical technologies. Neuralink's journey has not been without challenges. In 2023, the company received regulatory approval from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration (FDA) to begin human trials, a critical step given the stringent oversight required for high-risk medical devices. Dr. Rita Redberg, a cardiologist and medical device regulation expert, explained that the FDA's robust framework ensures patient safety at every trial stage, from recruitment to device testing. As Neuralink forges ahead with its ambitious plans, the competitive landscape continues to evolve. Companies like Synchron are gaining attention with their minimally invasive approaches, while BlackRock Neurotech is innovating by combining neural recording with stimulation techniques. The field of brain-computer interfaces is rapidly expanding, and as various players contribute to the development of this technology, the potential for groundbreaking applications in treating paralysis and neurological disorders becomes increasingly tangible. As we look to the future, the ongoing advancements in brain-computer interface technology promise to unlock new possibilities, not just for those with disabilities, but for human-computer interaction as a whole. With Musk's ambitious goals and the increasing interest from the medical community, the next few years could reveal significant breakthroughs that redefine our understanding of the brain's capabilities and its integration with technology.